Oh, yeah.
Woo! Hello, and thank you everyone for listening to yet another episode of our Geek Out podcast. My name is Spaniard, also known as Eddie, and with me, as always, Spartan companion for life, first-person shooter heroine, TisaBoBeesa.
That's right, it's me, everyone. Bask in my glory. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I am happy to be here because, I don't know, it feels like it was a long week. I don't know about you, Spaniard, but I feel like our last episode was just so long ago.
You know what? It's funny that you mentioned that, and I feel like it's just because, so much has been going on that it feels like a lot. Like, usually it just kind of I'll do one or two things on the weekend or something happens. But no, there was billion things that, were kind of going on. So yeah, it actually did feel like it was a long time now that you mention it. But we're here, episode 65.
65 it is. I mean, I know that when I think of how long we've been doing this and how much we've grown, it just amazes me, Yes. And I look forward to it every week. And so, I mean, every week to just come up with content, get our schedules together, make everyone laugh, and talk about stuff that we love. It's just a blast. So, it's a blasty blast.
Blast.
Right?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Man. So this week, a shit ton of trailers rolled out that we kind of wanted to talk about, amongst other things. But let's I don't know. What do we want to talk about first, Spaniard? Because I feel like there's just so much in the movie realm right now. I don't even know where to begin.
I feel let's start with the 007. I feel like we should start there just because we talked about the teaser, a little bit. And literally the day after we did the podcast, they had the full release. And holy shit, it's badass. So I feel like we should talk about that because we'll have a little bit to talk about since we already talked about that. And then we can get rolling into all these other crazy ones that we got into. So you watched the trailer, right? The full Onslaught trailer? Okay. Did your heart, race throughout it like I did for mine?
Absolutely. I know that you're a way bigger Bond fan than I am.
Yes.
However, I actually am embarrassed to say that I've never seen any of the Bonds with this particular actor. I've never seen any.
You did mention that.
Yeah, I've never seen any of these James Bond movies. I've only seen the ones with Pierce. So, those were okay. I thought they were pretty good. Mm-hmm. But when I think James Bond, I think the bam, the wow factor, holy, he's about to die. Oh my God, he's still alive. How is this possible? Oh yeah, it's an action movie. That kind of stuff. When I think James Bond, I think gadgets, I think explosions, I think hot chicks, and this trailer just gave it all.
Yes,
so,
yes.
I mean brings it back to its roots, Yeah,
and that's what I love. Visually, it looked amazing. Visually, just the way it was captured, and I'm big on that because I love cinematography. But it was so well done, and I just love seeing all the cars and the suits and dresses, and the cast looks fantastic. I'm super stoked about the cast. I really can't wait. The action was just intensifying as the trailer went on. And I love how they didn't show too much of the villain, but they showed a lot of the
serious.
Yes. So they showed a lot more of the Bond girls, and then obviously of 007 just doing some mad crazy stuff like he always does. So I think it's gonna be cool. I'm looking forward to it. just because it's been such a long time since he did the last film, and this is going to be Daniel Craig's last film as playing James Bond, at least as he said. I mean, he said his last one as far as Spectre was, but then they, convinced him, so now he's back. Took longer than expected, but here we are. We got a movie out of it, so I'm all down for that. So I think it's going to be really cool. I look forward to seeing it. And it's going to be awesome to see in theater just because of, the action sequences and stuff like that. So I'm going to let you choose. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, well, before we move on to our next trailer that we need to talk about, guys, let's just back up. If you haven't seen this trailer for James Bond 007, it's called No Time to Die. You need to check it out. Even if you're not a Bond fan, I think it'll make a fan out of you just because this movie looks really cool. I want to back it up to the villain. As you mentioned, they keep him very mysterious, but is it just me? Or does he give off like a Phantom of the Opera vibe?
Well, I was thinking something of that sense, but what I love about,
or like, what's the anime where they wear the white mask? Is it
Bleach?
Thank you.
Yes.
Bleach.
Yeah.
My nerdish.
I was just gonna say that's how you can tell how big of a nerds we are when we can name animes in a split second.
Right?
So my thing is like what I love about Bond is that it's super over the top, like super spy, right? But at the same time, they always seem to make their villains like so over the top but believable, right? Like Jaws.
Yes.
Like you remember Jaws, guy with like metal teeth and stuff like that, literally called Jaws, and you're just like, well, that's weird. Who would do that? Totally believable. So it's just like, they have all these cool characters and stuff like that. So yeah, I get that feel, and I like it. I like the mystery, so I hope it's not going to be, because sometimes I feel there's two types of Bond enemies, right? I feel like there's the ones that are like the masterminds, like they're super intelligent, super evil geniuses, but they don't really do too much. And then you have the ones that are just like top-notch assassins and go toe-to-toe with 007 and, to the very end until someone takes someone out. And obviously up until this point, 007's alive, so he ends up killing everybody. So I think I can agree with that Phantom of the Opera style. I think that's going to be really cool. The mask was definitely shown a lot throughout the trailer in different forms. So who knows? We'll see if that has something to do with what, the whole plot is going to be about. I think that's going to be really awesome.
And I also saw that you got what's his face from the Bohemian Rhapsody movie is also in it.
Yeah, he's gonna be playing the villain. I forget the
Rami Malek.
Yes, and I love him as an actor. So I still haven't seen Bohemian Rhapsody, but I know. Yeah. I mean, at this point, it's not a fail because it's too. If I would have missed it like the first 2 weeks, which I did, at that point it was a fail. But I haven't yet seen it, and I haven't lost sleep over it. So I think I'll live. I think I'll be okay. I will see it.
I'm gonna
eventually
sit down and have like a marathon. I'm gonna watch Bohemian Rhapsody, Rocket Man, and A Star Is Born like back to back, like all three musical movies. Like,
okay.
Rocket Man is the Elton John movie.
Yes.
Oh man, see, that's a fail on my part because I'm a huge Elton John fan and never went to go.
Really? I did not know that.
I love Elton John. Yes,
absolutely. I did not know that, honestly. So I learned something new.
Something new today.
I did. I truly did. Okay, so we've got a ton of more trailers. You pick the next one that we're gonna discuss because either one I'm super ready to talk about. I'm like bouncing in my chair.
All right, so I'm going to jump into this trailer, even though it was very, very... I feel like it was a very quick trailer, but it gave us just enough juice to look forward to the next season. Mm-hmm. The Boys.
Oh, The Boys Season 2.
The Boys.
Ooh, okay, great. Let's just start off by saying...
before we roll into it, for the newcomers here listening tonight or today or whatever time it is for you right now, at the count of three, we've gone over this for the people who regularly listen, but like on the count of three, your favorite character from The Boys. 1, 2, 3. Homelander. Yes! I love Homelander. Anyways, I just love that this trailer opened with Homelander.
Yes.
Because he honestly if it weren't for him, the show would be shit. Like, I think it'd be okay, but I feel like he just makes it so good.
Well, here's the thing, right? From beginning to end of that season, 100% give the casting director and the casting crew raises, because
absolutely
every single one of those actors and actresses were perfectly cast for their roles. Like, I could not see it any other way. I loved every single one of them, even though I was like, the main protagonist is kind of weird. Don't really know him for anything. He's really goofy. Why they pick this guy? Soon as I started, I was like, wow, this is good. Like, this is so good and so unexpected. Like, we saw a trailer for the first, season of Boys, going, wow, this is a new twisted take on, superheroes being bad. And then all of a sudden it's just like, you can't help but love it. I mean, we love the main, antagonist, as it were, right? So, now we're talking about season 2. After the amazing cliffhanger that it left off with in season 1, what are you expecting? Like, what are your thoughts about what you saw in the trailer? What do you think is going to be happening? Like, what do you want to happen out of this season?
Well, for me, season 1 was just so incredible, because how many dozens and dozens of superhero movies and TV shows have there been? It's always been the same thing. Oh, I'm a freak. Oh, I'm trying to fit in. Or, oh, I have superpowers. Oh, no, I can't control them. No, this is, a totally, like you said, a fresh take on superheroes, which I didn't even think was possible. So, I think it's just really cool how they just made superheroes just like everybody else. In a way, you know what I mean? They live in the same world as us, and it's like they're just have really high-end corporate jobs.
Right.
And they can be corrupted just as easily as you and I. So I love that part of season 1. Now, season 2, I'm looking forward to unfolding the mysteries of season 1. All the questions that we had, I'm looking for some answers. And I know that the big question is, without dropping spoilers for those of you who haven't seen yet, but again, The Boys. The Boys is a show on Amazon Prime. It's amazing. Check it out, superheroes. But season 2, I think they should answer some questions. Not all, obviously, because you want to continue the series and new seasons to come. But
right.
As for me, I think it should be revolving around the what's his face? The diabolical guy. What's his name? Fuck, I can't remember his name. Anyways, the guy with the beard, the main guy.
The guy who pretended to be in the FBI?
Yes, him. I secretly love him, I think. Him and I have like a sick fantasy with like him and Homelander, because they're just both amazing. But yes, I think that I feel like season 2 should be revolving around those two.
Okay, I feel the way it left off, I don't want to spoil anything on that front, because it was an amazing cliffhanger, but the way it left off, I do feel that way. But what I hope in season 2 is we get a little bit more from the other characters that weren't really super, portrayed. Like the Batman kind of dude, right? Like, I hope he gets a bit more, because he was just kind of there.
What's his name? Something Black Noir or
something like that, right?
Dude, he had no lines.
I know.
He said, like, one word.
And that's why I'm hoping. I'm hoping that he has a bigger part in this. So, I mean, I guess we'll...
Right.
I guess
like
we'll see.
him a lot, even though he didn't really talk. He had some great moments in the first season. So, definitely looking forward to that majorly, just because... superheroes I can never get enough of, and like I said, this is such a unique superhero show. Like the Umbrella Academy, I'm sorry guys, like I know that was super popular when it came out, but I hated it. I'm not even gonna say it nicely. That was complete garbage in comparison to The Boys. If you want to see some real good superhero TV show action, watch The Boys on Amazon Prime. Seriously, like
there you go. You heard it here. And I feel it was their most watched TV series since they launched Amazon Prime. Like, and I feel they probably were like, what the fuck? You know, like I feel like Amazon was probably like, after they finished this, they're like, you know what? Like the nerds will like it, you know, be cool. We went in a different direction, you know, be all right. But I feel once they saw the numbers,
they're probably shocked.
And I bet you they were shitting themselves going, whoa, this is that good? Like people actually like this? They don't like seeing, you know, like stuff that's already been done. No, exactly. So, you know, and I like,
oh, we actually made a decent TV show, guys.
Yeah, and you know, I gotta give credit to Amazon Prime because they do come out. They come out with a lot of stuff. I can't say all of it is good, but I do feel like the stuff that they do come out with, you know, like at least it turns heads. Like my wife and I, we really like the Jack Ryan series, the Tom Clancy Jack Ryan. Really,
I forgot about that one. Yeah.
Really enjoying that series. You know, and there's a bunch of other stuff that's on there that, you know, could potentially, if they go in a different route and keep pushing. I know there are a lot of people talk about different shows that are on there that I personally haven't seen, mainly because I've been so focused on Disney Plus. I can't lie, on The Mandalorian, but exactly. So all right, so The Boys season 2. So thumbs up on the trailer. You love it. You're stoked. You can't wait. And I think it's early next year too, so that'd be cool. So I think probably like in the spring or something like that. So that'd be awesome. I'll binge watch it in one day, just like I did the first season. So it'll be awesome. It'll be awesome. Okay, all right.
Your turn to pick.
Oh God. Okay, you know what? I gotta go with my girl Wonder Woman. Okay.
I knew you were gonna pick that one. Go ahead.
Wonder Woman. Oh my God. Wonder Woman 2. I'm sorry. Wonder Woman 2. This trailer. Okay. It had me smiling, okay, from like the biggest smile because of how awesome it made like the whole Wonder Woman character feel. Like the whole 1980s theme was there in this trailer from beginning to end, from the music to the atmosphere and the clothing, and like it was just so well put together. Like whoever made this trailer, okay, whoever was in charge of editing, give them a goddamn raise because it was so freaking good. And you know what? I couldn't stop looking at Pedro Pascal and just thinking Mandalorian. It's just one of those things, like when you do something so incredible, when you see them in other movies, all you think about is just their other character or their other performance or whatever. So that's all I kept thinking about. But I have so many questions. What were your thoughts on it? What did you think?
I think it's going to be a good movie. I really do. I know that Wonder Woman is one of the few amazing DC movies that have come out.
Yes.
And I'm very proud because, you know, I'm a DC fan at heart. So I am looking forward to this movie. I thought that I noticed a few key things in this as far as like the set and the location. There's a mall scene where she swoops in with her lasso and just lands, and you see her boots.
Yes.
Did that mall look familiar to you?
It looked like the one that was shown in Stranger Things.
Yes, and I don't know if it's the exact same one, but it looked identical. So I just thought that was interesting because the music and the vibes are giving me some Stranger Things vibes. Same thing with another trailer we're going to talk about.
Yes! Oh my God, yes. So,
yes. And I don't know, we'll get to that later, but yes, I know that the action looks incredible.
Oh my God, when she rode lightning, Tisa.
Dude,
she rode lightning with her fucking lasso. Whew.
She's a goddess.
Whoa.
Amazonian woman. Amazonian?
Yes.
Amazonian. I don't think that's a word.
Amazonian.
Yes.
There you go. I got you. No worries.
I like the way I said it better, though. You know.
Yeah. There you go. But the way she was protecting her lover, though, like,
I know.
What a badass! Like, you gotta feel good. You gotta feel good as a dude if your woman is out there kicking ass for you, blocking bullets, throwing shit out there, like, just absolutely amazing. Like. Oh my God! Like, and I was just so in awe. I watched the trailer about 4 times, no joke. just because I love the music, and like I said, I love the 80s feel and theme that they did for it. But like I think the biggest thing for me, which throughout the trailer you can kind of see it, is Kristen Wiig's character, which we know because it was already announced that she's going to be playing Cheetah in this movie. I feel like her character is going to be one of those villain characters where we're going to slowly see it develop in this movie, and then she may be like the head villain in the next one. Because we have Pedro Pascal playing Maxwell Lord in this one, and I believe he's going to be like the main antagonist. At least that's what I got out of it from the trailer. Did you feel that way, or do you think it's going to go in a different direction? They both going to join forces, or what?
I mean, I can see that. I could see what you're talking about there. I mean, I know that for one thing, it's definitely a development type of situation.
Yes.
I don't think she's going to dominate, you know? So I definitely can see that. Now, whether she's going to take the helm in the next movie, that I'm not sure about, but it's definitely a possibility.
Okay. Sweet. So, I love the trailer. I gave it 2 thumbs up. I probably will end up having to watch it again after we're done with the podcast because it's just so good. Just the music, people. Just the music. All right. Next trailer, TisaBoBeesa. Where we're heading off to?
Well, since I already teased it in this conversation about Wonder Woman, let's go straight into this brand new trailer for the Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, thank you. Whoever said we're gonna make this movie, just God bless you. You are... Whoever
decided to do this, they were ashamed of that all-female cast Ghostbusters movie. They were like, that was trash. Let's do it right. Like,
yes. Oh my God. Yes.
They're like, that is an abomination to the Ghostbusters name. We are redeeming ourselves and we are doing it the right way.
Yes.
And the trailer has completely showcased what we're looking for in a Ghostbusters movie. What do you think?
Like for me, the way it started out, because remember, we only got a teaser, which was a spooky kind of like barn cabin area,
right?
And then we got to see the
car that was the wind. It was covered, and then the wind kind of displayed the Ghostbusters logo on the back.
Right. So just from that, we kind of got a feel that it was going to be more of a darker kind of Ghostbusters, right? Because it wasn't any kind of like comical aspect. And then throughout the trailer, you could tell that they're going for like those fun moments, but I feel like it's gonna be a Stranger Things kind of feel. Like it really does. Not just because one of the actual actors are in here,
right?
But I'm happy about that. But from the scene where they showed in the well, and the way the ghosts or the spirits sound, and then just the way everything is happening. Oh my God. And then just the way it's filmed too. It just looks...
Paul Rudd though.
Oh man. Yes. Paul Rudd. Like,
yes.
Amazing. Like it just looks like it's going to be more of the Ghostbusters we want, but so much of a newer style that it won't feel like, okay, they're just remaking the old ones, you know?
But Paul Rudd though.
Well, he's not a Ghostbuster, or is he? Or is he?
But he has a beard. Have you ever seen Paul Rudd with a beard, like a full-on beard?
Full-on beard? I don't think so.
No, he's usually clean-shaven.
Yeah, or a little bit scruffy.
He is incredibly attractive with a beard. But anyways, I got distracted by Paul Rudd's beard. But yes, I totally agree with you. Now, to me, it's almost as if they're telling the story like Ghostbusters are a thing of the past, and this is going to be like dug up. You know, like how are we going to resurface this? Obviously, they showed the old car, you know, and everything like that. So, how it connects to the original Ghostbusters, that I'm kind of intrigued about. You know what I mean? Yeah,
and they made it seem like at least one of the characters in particular were related in some way to one of the old Ghostbusters crew. Like that's what I got, especially with Paul Rudd's, commentary about like, wait, who are you again? You know, like, well, who did you say you were? Like, so, and that's gonna be a fan service, I feel. You know, so we know that, you know, probably none of the old characters are going to be coming back. Maybe they will. I don't know. But, you know, Bill Murray. You know, but it was just so cool, especially the end scene. Oh my God. You know, like she's like, this has a gutter seat. You know, it just felt like a Stranger Things. Like they're so stoked for something so crazy, you know?
Danger.
Yes.
Oh like, my. This is awesome. They're about to die. Like, oh man. Like I just feel that, but here's one thing after seeing that trailer. The one thing that I am afraid of, because, you know, everyone, all the comments that I've read have been nothing but like what you and I are talking about, like fan service, you know, better than, you know, the all women's cast one that they did, like a true successor to the old ones. So my only thing with this is I feel like, I just hope, because it's getting so hyped and so popular, what a lot of movies like to do is put out like 6 different trailers. And I'm really hoping for this movie. Yeah, because I feel like for something like Ghostbusters, like one thing can spoil the whole thing, you know? And I'm just really hoping that at the max, they do 3. At the max. Like, I really love this trailer because it let us know what it's going to be about without telling us too much. But you know they're going to do another one. They'll probably say even more and probably introduce some more characters so you can go, oh my gosh, now I really have to watch it, or just get stoked over seeing some actual ghost or whatever it may be. But it's just like I have a feeling, because it is getting so overwhelmed with you know, awesome remarks, that it's gonna end up with that, oh, here's the 7th trailer before it releases kind of thing. All I know is that all the things that I love and that have continued to love my whole life, even as an adult, like sitting here watching like Ghostbusters, like a movie that came out in the 80s, like the late 80s. And now that these things are coming back and I can watch them with my kids, it makes me so happy. Like all these people bitch about reboots, like, oh, they can't come up with anything good. No, that's not the case. No, because you know what? Sometimes I'm a true fan, but sometimes it's a little painful to watch movies from the 80s, okay? And we have CGI and all these really cool things that we can make the shit look better, okay? And I'm okay with that.
There you go.
Like, I want to see Ghostbusters in 4K TV, like with all the freaking bells and whistles, and I'm okay with that.
Preach.
So, yes. So I just think that, I don't know, there's a lot of hate out there for the reboot. And I just gotta step up and give them a little props, because you know what? The people that bitch also pay $10 just like me to go see it when it comes out. Okay,
that is true.
They go see it. You know they do.
Yes, that is true. On that note, though, oh, hey Tara, thank you for joining us.
Hey,
thanks for showing the love. We really do appreciate it. So with that being said, and you saying that, here's always my thing, like my nerdy movie philosophy, because you know I'm a huge nerd when it comes to movies, right? So the thing is, like, I feel there are certain movies that absolutely do not need sequels. I do not care how much you loved it. I don't care how much you know. However, I'm never opposed to a sequel being within that realm. For instance, okay?
I have a rebuttal, but I'll wait.
Okay. So, for instance, kind of like Harry Potter, right? Let's just say Harry Potter. So they did all of the movies, okay?
Right.
Great movies. Still a little bitter about what happened in the end scene of the last one, but whatever. It's a bit. I just had to bring that up. But then they're like, hey, people love Harry Potter, but we're not going to continue making Harry Potter. We're not going to get a new Harry Potter. We're not going to get a new Hermione. We're not going to do that. We're going to go off the next book, which is based off of the same world, the same kind of things are happening, but different characters. So you get that Fantastic Beasts in the Harry Potter world. Are they the best? No, but that's okay because it's not Harry Potter. People would be more pissed off if they made a new Harry Potter and rebooted it 15,000 times and then it still sucks, right? That's the thing. Like, they reboot and they reboot and then they reboot. And it's like, fucking Christ, I'm tired of the reboots. Like, just at this point, just give us something within that realm and just go for it, you know? Like, and that's just my thing on it. That's
and I agree with you to a certain extent, though, because like right now you say that, right? You say that about the movies that you're passionate about, but then like my parents and friends of my parents that are those fucking old assholes that, oh, how many times do you hear this, Spaniard? When you're like, oh yeah, dude, like I just watched episode 1 last night, and then some old motherfucker in his 50s or those old people, the OG Star Wars fans are like, well, the only episode 1 is A New Hope, and oh my god, that pisses me off. That pisses me off so bad. I'm like, no, bitch, that's not episode 1 anymore, okay? Like, so my point of bringing this up is the fact that, okay, maybe to you now, you don't think that it should be touched because you love it so much as is, and there shouldn't be any sequels and da-da-da-da-dee, but that's what old people are saying about Star Wars. Just leave it alone. The original 3 were the best, and this and that, and all these other movies suck, and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's how certain people feel about Star Wars, the originals.
Right.
You know, and they don't like the new ones. But here we are. We're like, yay! Give us more! You know, like, so it's just, I guess it depends on what you're passionate about and what your, I would say, like, what your time period is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. True.
Like what you grew up with and what you are familiar with as far as like where you were at in your youth versus like our kids, your kids in the future might be like, but Dad, like this looks so awesome, and it's like a new Harry Potter, and then you know we'll just be sitting here in our rocking chairs like, that's garbage. The original Harry Potter is the best. You know, that's gonna be us. So
true.
But
I can see that.
You know, who knows? Maybe in time, you know, you might change your mind. You never know.
Maybe, but not about Star Wars. That's for sure. I love new Star Wars. Trust me, I love it. Like I said, it's because it's something new and it's Star Wars in the realm of it. But like the old guy in me would say, as you said, the original Star Wars, the original trilogy saga, starting with A New Hope, is the best. So let's move on. We got a couple more trailers. We got a couple more trailers that we want to go through. So what are we rolling with next?
Whose turn is it? I did Ghostbusters.
Oh, okay. All right. So
you go.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Free Guy. Only because I feel like we'll leave the best for last because we'll have a lot to talk about that one because, I mean, it's Disney, you know? What can you say? But this is from Disney Studios, who created Aladdin, who created Sleeping Beauty, who created Lion King. And they even emphasize it in the trailer, both versions of those movies. So this movie is, of course, starring Ryan Reynolds, who he's been all over the place, and I love it. I love the guy.
He's a busy guy. He's a busy fella.
Yes.
So yes, this is called It's called Free Guy.
Yes. And it just it when I watched it, TisaBoBeesa, it reminded me of Grand Theft Auto. Like if you were to become a character and just go into the game of Grand Theft Auto, that's what this feels like. And
I totally saw that. I totally saw that when I watched the trailer up until about a third of the way through. And I was like, hold on a second. This is curiously similar to Ready Player One, which I absolutely adore that movie.
Oh,
I love it.
So good. Such an amazing...
It is an amazing movie.
Yes.
I want to be Artemis when I grow up.
There you go.
She's cool. So anyway, yes, this movie does look hilarious. I mean, anything with Ryan Reynolds is a win. I mean, I don't think he's the strongest actor out there, but I know he's just funny as shit. So I'll just watch him just because he's funny.
Right.
And I think that's how everybody really feels about him.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
I've never really seen a movie where he's like really moved me with his acting. Like,
right.
Not really.
And I mean, for actors in this kind of realm, that's what we want, right? I mean, if they want to go out of their comfort zone and do those types of things, kudos to them. But we love Ryan Reynolds for the characters and his sarcasm. He is the definition of sarcasm. The dude just delivers lines so well, which is why he was perfect for Deadpool. Like, just absolutely amazing for Deadpool, because he doesn't
even have to speak. You just look at his face and it just reeks sarcasm just looking at him.
Exactly. So it looks really fun. I cannot wait to watch this. I think it's going to be a really fun movie and have a ton of laughs. I mean, throughout the trailer, I was literally laughing my ass off. There was a lot of cool parts.
It is hilarious.
Yeah, some parts I was kind of like, that looks a little weird, but maybe it won't be in the movie, or maybe, it'll be explained better. But, I mean, that's the beauty of trailers. You kind of see things, and you're kind of like, okay, do I like it? Do I not? Do I need to see more? What the hell's going on? So, but this one, it looks like it's going to be a good time. And what I love about it is, we talked about it before we started the podcast. It's a shout out to gamers and how people are starting to recognize that, like games in general, like just do so well. So why not make a movie in a game world, right? Like, it just makes sense.
It's really interesting the way they kind of unfold the story for us in this trailer, because it kind of shows you, It is in a video game world, but it's almost as if they don't know they're in a video game world. Like, this is their norm, right? This is their normal life. And so it's like they don't do anything about it. So that's why this is really cool, because Ryan Reynolds in the trailer, he kind of just starts fighting back. And the whole thing with the glasses is kind of throwing me off. Like, I don't really know what that's about, which is, it kind of got me curious. So I definitely want to see more about this movie. Am I going to go see it in theaters? Probably not.
What?
It might be something. Nah.
What?
Nah.
Wow. I'm shocked. I am completely shocked. I am completely shocked.
I mean,
hey, it's your money.
It is, exactly. So, like, movies for me are something like I'm going to go see with my kids, or something I might go see with my sister. And if I don't have a movie that I can have common ground with someone that I'm going to go with, I usually don't see it. Like, I barely went to go see John Wick 3. Like, I almost went to go see it by myself, but I don't like going to the movies by myself because I just think it's depressing. And I know you disagree with me on that, because you go by yourself all the time. I know you go all the time by yourself. I know.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah.
But maybe if for some reason I don't find anyone to go with, maybe I'll hook up with you and Ava or something like that.
Okay.
We'll see it together.
Okay.
But it is something I want to see. I just don't see anyone being like, "Oh, dude, yeah, let's go see it." Maybe Josh, because he's a huge Ryan Reynolds fan, just because of Deadpool. But
yeah, definitely. I mean, like, I'll be the first one to say I am not a fan of watching comedies in theaters. I really am not, because I feel like that comedy is something that I could just watch at home. Like, it's something that's like one of my least favorite ones. I love comedies, but it's not in my top tier as far as movies that I go to the theaters to go see. Like, I love action, I love horror. I'll definitely go watch a horror versus a comedy any
So you
damn
like
day.
seeing people get exploded and killed, but you don't want to laugh.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I know. It's sad,
nice.
right?
Okay,
Yeah, it's sad.
Sweet. No, I like that. I like
so
that a lot.
yeah, it's just how it is. But yeah, no, I think it's cool. I'm looking forward to it, and but maybe not as much as the next trailer that we're going to talk about. So we got a actual full-on glimpse of the story, the characters, the drama, and all of the Asianness that we asked for in this Mulan full trailer, TisaBoBeesa. There has been a lot of good and bad, no in between as far as this trailer. So I'm very interested to hear your grounds, and go.
100% flawless. Love it.
Flawless.
Wow. You know why? Because when they announced way long time ago, when they announced that they were doing a live action Mulan,
yes,
I almost rolled my eyes because I said one of two things is going to happen. They're going to make it cutesy, and I'm going to hate it. Because I like the original Mulan. I like the animated with the Bushu and the singing, and I love all the things that everybody loves about Mulan. However, if they do a live action, I wanted them to do a live fucking action. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
The war. I want to see the fire. I want to see the suffering. I want to see the Hun army climb over the wall and just swords and armor, and I want to see the epicness of that battle with Mulan taking the helm, like being the leader, and the training. I want to see the montage. I want to see an epic, like Rocky level montage of her transformation, like from beginning to end, of her becoming this warrior in this war. And that trailer just fucking blew the socks. I loved it. I loved it because I was like, this is what I wanted. I wanted something cool. Like, I didn't want some bullshit, you know, singing dragon. No, I wanted to see so, you know.
Okay.
The only thing that I'm iffy about, it is flawless, and I think it looks good. But, you know,
it's not flawless if you're iffy. I'm just saying this right now.
No, I'm not iffy about the trailer itself. I'm more iffy about the idea of this, right? So
okay.
My thing about it is, like, without sounding like a complete asshole, like the whole thing with the martial arts movies, okay, is that there's like a certain cheese to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
like I don't want that cheese of the typical martial arts movie to translate into the Mulan. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? I want it to be seamless. I want it to be like,
but it wouldn't be an Asian movie if it didn't have the cheese. Like, that's a signature. I mean, Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan movies, even Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
No,
like
that's worse. That's
like Ip Man has cheese. Like all those, like it's known. TisaBoBeesa, like it is gonna be there. Like I'm sorry. But you're gonna have to accept it.
You know those ones that are just like super
I don't think it'll be. I guess the way you want to hear it is it won't be cinematically shown as much, because I feel like with Mulan it's more about the weapons than the actual martial arts. Because even at the beginning, it's shown the sword and how the different blades and weapons, you know, like how they have to use them when they're in the training against the Hans who use arrows, like and they definitely did an amazing job with the armor. I was very impressed with how the armor and the wardrobe in general for this movie. It just looks fantastic.
I love how they really portrayed her family. The parents of Mulan are perfect. Like, it's perfect the way they did it. How they showed her with the white, the geisha, I think, the white face makeup. It was close enough to the animated for me to feel comfortable and familiar, but fresh and new in a way that I was looking for. So that's why I said flawless, because it's not like completely off, but it's new, which I like. So I'm really excited. I think it's going to be amazing. No matter what, anytime Disney does anything, there's always people bitching about something.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's one of those things where, kind of like we were talking about earlier, like, was there a need for it? But I mean, we know as of right now that any classic Disney movie is probably going to be remade in a live action sense in the future. Like, it just seems like they're going to go that way. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them.
I'm just waiting for that Peter Pan Spaniard.
You know what? I feel like that one is so close to the heart that they will probably wait. Which is my thing on this one. Okay, so here's my take on the Mulan. So I said it when I posted the trailer on a thing. Like, it's not the Mulan that I remember, but I am so looking forward to this. And the reason I am is because, like, we know there's no dragon, right? So, and as far as we've seen on the trailers, there's no cricket, right? There's no cricket.
Right.
So we know it's not going to be, we know it's not going to have that comical kind of fun sense to it. So it's going to be a bit more serious. I'm totally down with that. You know why?
I am too.
Because I feel like Disney learned a valuable lesson in The Lion King, where if you make the exact same fucking thing in live action, it will not do well. So it was just one of those things where we watched the same movie that we watched, and it's like, okay, well, we know what happens, we know what goes through, but couldn't you have changed it a little bit?
Really well, though.
Yeah, but money-wise, yes.
Yes, money-wise, they did really well.
But people didn't like the movie. It was one of those films where it's like, okay, like, you know, like, it didn't give us a Lion King feel. They did amazing with Sleeping Beauty. Aladdin was so different, and it did so well. So why did they decide for Lion King that they wanted to go screen by shot by screen by shot for the original story? And I feel like that's where they kind of lost a little bit. So that's why I love this Mulan, because there's no
Mulan
characters.
So good.
They even got this crazy witch lady that turns into this hawk. What the fuck? Like, that's nowhere even near Mulan. There's no kind of witchcraft.
Yeah,
exactly.
I saw that.
Yeah.
But you remember? Okay, reach back into your memory, because this is a minor detail in Mulan that you may not remember. But back in the animated Mulan, Disney's original Mulan movie, do you remember the Hun army? He had the hawk that flew over the snow.
Yes.
And that bird. So maybe they kind of modeled that chick after that bird from the movie. What do you think?
So you think they just made it like a changeling? No, what's it called?
Yeah,
is it changeling?
Like a shapeshifter.
Morphling. Yeah, shapeshifter. Perfect. Yes.
Like, I feel like that might be kind of a.
That would actually be badass. So the main guy.
I feel like that's what reminded me when I saw that in the trailer and the live action. Maybe that's the bird from the cartoon.
True. So maybe. So man, what was the main bad guy's name in Mulan? I'm trying to remember now.
Shan Yu?
Shao Kahn? No, it's not Shao Kahn. Shao Yu? Yeah, maybe it was Shao Yu. But anyway, so that guy.
The good guy. I don't know.
So, okay, so that guy. So he's going to have the girl as the hawk who's a shapeshifter. That actually would be cool. I did not think about that. That I would actually be really okay with that.
Holy shit, I was right. Oh my god. I should go on like a Disney game show.
There you go.
What is the villain's name in the original Disney's animated film
Trivia?
Mulan? You have 10 seconds.
Just walk into any bar on a Wednesday. They have Disney trivia. So
I will win some money.
There you go. Okay, so Mulan, awesome. So wow, so we agreed on all of the movie trailers. We gave it thumbs up. We think they're all going to be really good. Maybe not all of them we see in theaters, or maybe not on release, but we agree. We're in agreement for once that they're all good.
It's a damn miracle. We never agree on anything.
So now let's disagree on something, okay? Halo. So Halo, okay, the Master Chief Edition, which is the big, edition that came out for PC way back when, finally released its first game from this collection, which was Halo Reach, which, funny enough, is the one game in the Halo series where you don't play as Master Chief. So, very, very weird that this is the one. However, it is a fantastic game with a fantastic, absolutely fantastic story. So, I'm watching all these people play Halo Reach on PC about how the graphics are, high intensity now, and how, the 60 frame per seconds never looked any good. And all I remember is just when I watched that first opening scene where they're like on the hilltop and shooting all the aliens that are coming down, and it takes like a good 10 minutes. It brought back so many memories when I played that sitting on the couch, Xbox split screens with everybody. And I'm just like, holy shit. Like, it looks so good. And it brought back kind of like that old feel. I guess kind of like what we were talking about in the movie trailer sense, or the movie saying like, rebooting or bringing something back. So in the gaming sense, all they do is like remaster it, it's called, right? They give it better graphics. They put it on better consoles like the PC. They update it for people who haven't played it because they're super young, or people who want to revisit it, like Link's Awakening that I played, not too long ago, is based off an old Game Boy color game. So things like that. So for Halo, because I know you're a Steam person, and like you always play the horror games that you always play and stuff like that, but Halo's pretty big for us. So is Halo something, the Halo Reach right now, it's $9.99, and they're going to be having the winter sale soon. Is Halo Reach something to get you back into Halo because you don't have an Xbox that you can play on PC?
No.
I knew it! See, so now we're going to disagree.
No.
Why not? Why not?
Because, I'll tell you why. Because Halo brings back memories. And I don't really want to think about those memories. Sometimes when you play certain games, it makes you think about certain people. And I'm good. I'm good. Like, I'll watch you play it and stuff like that. But so
wait, hold on. So okay, I get that. Pass. Don't want to deal with the bullshit. I got you. I 100% I got you. But so is that to say, when the new Halo comes out, which is going to be simultaneous release on the new Xbox console and then also PC, when the new Halo releases, are you not gonna grab the new Halo?
I mean, I just don't have anyone really that plays that I like.
Hello?
Like, yeah. Because, well, I mean, now I know you, but I mean, before I would buy it, there's no reason for
Josh plays Halo. Josh was playing fucking Halo.
Everything.
He was playing Halo when we were taking turns on Monster Hunter, and I would hear him because he would play, no, it was League of Legends, or it was Monster Hunter. So I would hear him in the background playing fucking Halo with people on his Xbox, and then going over here, and he switched back and forth. And I'm like, Josh, pay attention! We're trying to take down the monster. And he's like, okay. And then you would hear him die in Halo, and then he'd get okay.
It.
See?
I'll think about it.
Okay. So I knew we would disagree on this one, just because I didn't really think that far into that, but just because it's so old, and I know you like newer stuff, like you were talking about, like updating, and you're like, oh, I want to look at something pretty and nice. So, and I get it. If you look at Halo Reach, even though it's like maxed out right now for the PC and it plays super smooth from everything that I've seen, you could still tell it looks dated. Like, it doesn't look like it doesn't look like Doom, right? Like Doom, Eternal or Infinite, whatever one that was coming out. So that part I get. Like, that part I get. So that's what I was saying. Oh, you probably might not get into it, but I mean, it's Halo. I know,
dude. We spent so many hours.
Like,
oh my god,
it's the only
legit being crammed into a small room, just playing Halo for like 18 hours at a time.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Like,
those are the days. Those are the days. No worries.
Like, no showers.
No showers.
Food and drinks everywhere in the room. Everywhere. Like, it was crazy. It was good times, Good times.
Yes. Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe. We can make new memories. Fuck it.
There you go. There you have it. I personally, it's funny because Halo is the one game that always made me wish that I had an Xbox. But thank God, like, people are starting to realize that people won't just buy a console if they already have a PC, because they know they can play said games on the PC, right? Except for some PlayStation exclusives and obviously Nintendo. But anything Xbox related, we know it's going to be on there. So I'm just happy that in the future they know that they are simultaneous release, because it's like, okay, because I'm excited. That's the biggest reason why I'm excited for this new Halo, because it'll actually be the first Halo that I own. And it's mainly because I had never owned a Halo. I've always played it with friends who have had it, or, gone to stores, or, borrowed a system or whatever, because I don't like Xbox. I really
Well, another thing that's really awesome is that these console players, they're all wanting PC now.
Yes.
It's so funny because we PC people, we are real gamers who play on the computer. We actually play on both console and computer. And anytime it's like, oh, you play on the PC? Like, yeah, that's the only way to play. But I mean, when you have, I feel like the console is better when you have company. Like when you have people over, you play with someone else. But when you're by yourself, it's PC all the way.
All the way.
Yeah, like I know one of my friends, her son, he's a big gamer on the console. And she's like, Tisa, he's asking me for a computer for Christmas.
I'll build it for him.
I was like, it's because he wants to game. And she's like, what? I thought he just wanted to go on the Facebook or whatever. I'm like, kids don't go on Facebook anymore.
On the Facebook.
I know, right? He wants to game, man. Like,
listen, tell her, give me $2,000 and I will build him an epic system. I'll do that as a fan of the podcast. Okay, that's how you gotta roll it. That's how you have to do it.
I mean, it's cool. We got the kids getting into the PCs again, like they used to, which is awesome. And, Halo's making a comeback, which is awesome. So yeah, I mean, got a lot of good stuff going on in the movie realm. And looks like we got some new stuff coming up for video games. I'm legit just not buying anything. I don't care if there's a freaking sale
my gosh,
or not.
I know. And you know how bad it's been, TisaBoBeesa? Like, it's been bad. I literally, okay, like, no joke, true story. I literally, I worked a Saturday on the holiday weekend, and I knew it was going to be pretty dead because, I wasn't going to have really much to do. I literally sat here, and I watched some dude play the entire Star Wars game because I wanted it, but I was like, no, let me just watch somebody play it so I get that feel. And I actually felt like I was playing it because he got so into it, and I love this streamer. And it was just like a feel good moment. I'm like, okay, I got the itch off. I'm good now. I can save $60. Let's move on to the next game that I know I'm gonna really want. And there's a lot of them, and I'm just like, just gotta hold on, just hold the brakes.
The only one that I'm really, really looking forward to doesn't come out till spring of next year. So
Cyberpunk.
Was
that the one? Is it Cyberpunk?
Say it again. Yeah, you're right. Say it again.
Cyberpunk. Yes. Yeah, I know. Cyberpunk is Cyberpunk.
God, we're such losers.
I know. All right. Well, that is going to do it for episode 65. We want to thank everyone who joined us on the live Facebook. Thank you guys so much. We really do appreciate it. And everyone who is listening to us on your car or on the treadmill while you're working out or even on the couch pretending to be on the treadmill or on the Facebook. So, again, make sure to check us out on the Facebook at the Geek Out Podcast, on our Twitter _Geek Out Podcast, and on our Instagram at always_geek_out. Again, you can listen to us on Anchor, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more. I am Spaniard, also known as Eddie.
And I am Tisa. Thanks again for your support. We love you. Have a great week. Shut the fuck up. What the hell? I'm trying to do my outro.
Please. I know. Continue.
Jesus.
Continue.
Okay. Anyways, we're so rudely interrupted.
I'm sorry. That was my bad because go ahead. Finish it. Finish it.
I can't. Anyways. Don't forget to
Geek Out! No, because listen. Real talk. Every episode for the last 5 episodes, you fucked up the outro. So You switch words around. You're like, whoop, da, blah, blah. Are you trying to say something? So I was expecting it. I was expecting it.
First of all, I don't know what you're talking about. Before you interrupted me, it was perfect.
It was. My bad.